Welcome to CareyBrosPros, the podcast for construction pros by construction pros, because your client satisfaction is the best paycheck. Now, here are James and Morris Carey.
That's right. We are professional licensed contractors and brothers. On this episode of CareyBrosPros, we'll be looking into siding and questions we as professionals should be asking, and how best to help our customers get the most for their project.
Our guest is Andy Strey. Andy is the brand development manager for Diamond Kote Building Products. Andy, welcome to CareyBrosPros.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, nice to have you.
So for those that may not know, what is Diamond Kote Building Products, and what do you do, and how might it be of interest to our pro audience?
Sure. So Diamond Kote Building Products, we're actually a pre-finisher of the LP SmartSide product. LP SmartSide is the fastest growing siding product in a hardboard category, and we pre-finish that product, and we have a whole bunch of accessories to go along with that.
Now, when you say you pre-finish it and you have a whole bunch of accessories, I'm not sure. Pre-finishing is a coating. Accessories are implements or something. Could you explain that?
So Diamond Kote is the coating. At Diamond Kote Building Products, we have our own proprietary coating and coating process, and that's called Diamond Kote. And then from an accessory standpoint, really what we try to do is we try to take the LP SmartSide product line, which is a great product line, very wide breadth of trims and everything to go with your siding. And we actually build upon that to create an entire siding system.
So what you're saying is that you also coat LP trim?
Yes. Yeah, we coat every product basically that LP SmartSide makes.
Oh, great. Okay.
Why would our pros listening want the siding product to be coated in advance?
There's a few reasons. Depending on the climate, obviously if you're in a cooler climate or have a shorter building season, pre-finish is very important because that allows you to put the product up. And once it's up, it's done. You don't have to wait for a coating company to come in. So again, that speeds up your installations and you closes your business because you don't have to wait in the colder months. As well, pre-finish typically has a better warranty on it than what you're going to get from a painted on-site process.
Interesting. You said you don't have to wait for a coating company. What you mean is a painting contractor, a painter to come out and paint on site. That's interesting that you would say that. Now, that really expresses quite nicely the benefit associated with pre-finishing, and that is, one, you're not concerned with the temperature, which could otherwise really screw up a job, because you're doing it in a factory setting, and you can manage the temperature. And the other thing is, typically, a factory finish is superior to on-site finish in general terms. Yes?
Yes, absolutely. So you're exactly right, is that in a factory-controlled environment, the boards are already temperatured, the paint is tempered, everything is going on the way it's supposed to. And again, with pre-finish equipment, that's applying the exact right amount of coating across the entire surface of that board evenly. So there's no overlap marks or things like that. It's a much better system, much better way to apply paint than what, like I say, can ever be done in the field.
So doesn't siding expand and contract as a function of humidity? We find that we have to get hardwood flooring as an example. We have to let that product
let it acclimate.
And some siding manufacturers recommend that you get the product onto the job site, break open the packaging, if it's wrapped or whatever, and let the siding acclimate to the weather conditions.
Yeah, to the humidity and such.
Here you've finished the product. How in heaven's name can pre-finished siding acclimate to the area-specific conditions?
And if so, does it need to? If not, does it need to at all?
Sure. So SmartSide is definitely one of those products that will acclimate to the environmental conditions. So the pre-finishing really doesn't change the acclimation process of SmartSide. So that really keeps the product easy to install, because it doesn't matter if you're installing it in a cold time of year or if you're installing it in a very hot climate or hot time of year. The installation is the same across the board. And again, it's not affected by the pre-finish whatsoever.
Is it pre-finished on all sides?
It's not. The LP SmartSide product, the way that product is manufactured, it has rot and decay inhibitors in it. It has high moisture resistance factors built into it, waxes, things like that to repel the moisture, being an exterior rated product. The pre-finish only needs to apply to the face of the board and the edges and the ends and stuff as well, because the product itself is very, very moisture resistant, very weather durable.
So what questions should I be asking if I want to go out and buy siding? What are the questions that you would recommend that I ask when I go into the store to purchase siding?
From a homeowner perspective or from a contractor?
No, as a pro.
I think the point is, what should folks who are specifying product or designing projects think about in as much as siding is concerned and specifying product?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that you need to look at. So in kind of comparing products, Diamond Kote building products, the products that we offer, or what you should be looking for is a high quality product. Again, based off what we've discussed, a pre-finished process or a pre-finished product is going to give you better value, better results. Having a product that has a good warranty, a good company behind it, finding something that's easy to install, obviously, is very important from a pro standpoint. You want a product that's easy to work with, a product that's safe to work with, something that, again, that at the end of the day, you can get a lot of material on, and that's what every contractor is in business to do, and that's make money. And Diamond Kote LP Smart Side definitely gives them that, provides a good value, and provides, again, a lot of accessories to help speed up that installation and make them more profitable at the end of the day.
Another popular siding brand is Hardy, James Hardy, and they have a host of products available for pro and consumer use. They, too, have a pre-finished product, yes?
Yes, I believe they do.
And do you find that more and more manufacturers are offering builders and consumers a pre-finished product?
Yeah, we've definitely seen pre-finish grow. Diamond Kote Building Products, we're based out of central Wisconsin, so we're in the northern climate, and over the years, pre-finish is definitely the leader compared to prime siding in the northern climate. And Diamond Kote Building Products, we distribute a big part of the country, and we still see pre-finish growing and growing. It just makes sense. Homeowners like to pick colors. They like to know what they're getting before they get it, before the product's on the wall. So it's very easy for a homeowner to do that. The contractor knows that the homeowner is going to like it once it's up because it's already been selected. Again, that's an advantage of pre-finish. You have that time to do that, and they actually see it on the sample and things like that. So there's no doubt of what the expectation is going to be or what the outcome is going to be. Yeah, pre-finish is definitely a growing spectrum of the business.
So if you cut your siding or you cut your trim to install it, you cut off the coating. Any recommendations for pros with regard to what they should do with exposed ends in the installation process?
That's a very important part of the installation process. So cut ends do need to be sealed. So it kind of really depends on where we're talking. If it's a best practice just across the board to simplify it is if you cut it, it should be resealed and repainted is probably the easiest way to seal that edge up. In a lot of cases, though, if that cut end of that siding is going to be spaced up against the trim board, a bead of sealant also meets that requirement to seal that end of that board to the trim. Anything definitely that's left exposed, maybe where the siding would be along a roof line or where you have your siding notched out above a drip cap or a flashing or those types of things above a window, there you definitely want to make sure that that's repainted, resealed. And again, with Diamond Kote Building Products, we supply touch-up paint to do that. So again, the color is going to match perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Do you ship touch-up paint?
So what's rigid stack siding?
So rigid stack siding is really an exclusive product to Diamond Kote Building Products. We take the LP Smart Side lap siding product, and what we do is we add a spline into the back of it. And what adding that spline does is it makes it a stackable siding, so it greatly speeds up the installation, and there's a lot of other benefits as well.
What do you mean stackable? Are you talking about a dado that fits the board below so that it still looks like lap siding, but keys to it?
From the outside appearance, there really is no difference between lap siding and rigid stack siding. But on the back of the board,
you put a spline in the board. I see.
A piece of galvanized sheet metal or something like that?
Right. No, I understand.
So it's polymer, but yeah.
The spline is a perpendicular to the back of the board. It's a notch in the lower portion of the back of the board. Every board goes on perfectly to the board below. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know where I saw that.
At the Remodeling Show Deck Expo.
Is that where we saw it?
When we met Andy.
Oh, that's right. Right. Oh, now I remember, Andy.
That's a nice feature.
That's a terrific feature. I love that. And you guys do that yourselves, huh?
Yes, we do.
You out-funk LP, huh?
Well, we don't look at it like that. We look at it like it's a great partnership. They make an amazing substrate that's been extremely durable across all sorts of different weather conditions. And we're just trying to add value to that, make it easier for the contractors to install. Again, there's like some of the other benefits that come along with that spline is by having that board lock to the board below it, it's gonna take a wavy wall. So if you have studs that aren't perfectly straight or something's maybe crowned or whatever, it's going to take that wavy wall and it's going to keep those gaps from opening up or bird's mouthing on the bottom of between those laps, and it's going to lay flatter to the wall. It's going to be tighter. It's going to be stronger. If you have a really high, tall wall or you're in a very windy area, we sell a lot of this product out in the Dakotas where it gets very, very windy. That product never has any clapping or shattering issues as that board would vibrate in those high winds because, again, Rigid Stack locks those two pieces tighter together.
I'm going to tell you something. You will never be able to create siding that is better than how my crew installs it with shims on studs where they recess. So we have a bucket of shim shingles that we use as we install siding on old buildings. That doesn't happen on new ones, but on old buildings, the studs are there. And we get the high ones off before we do the siding. And then as we're putting the siding on, we put shingles in to fill the low spots. And with your guide for horizontal treatment, boy, I don't think the siding could be any better than that.
No, you're right. If you have a really low stud, again, it's going to make the appearance of the wall be straighter, but it won't physically straighten out the wall. So Rigid Stack won't actually take a wall and make it straight,
That's
but it will
right.
make it look straighter.
Exactly.
So, yeah, if you have a low stud, you definitely need to shim behind it. That is a very good idea.
Absolutely.
All right, Andy, we ask all of our CareyBrosPros guests to leave our listeners with 3 points for success. Now it's time for you to share yours.
Sure. So I would say that, by choosing a Diamond Kote product, a contractor is going to provide a homeowner with the best lasting value in a prefinished product. It's going to reduce the opportunity for callbacks from the contractor's perspective because the system that we have addresses all the issues and provides all the needs that you would need to install that product correctly. Rigid Stack and Diamond Kote, because of the great 30-year no-fade warranty, is going to allow them to differentiate their business. So they're going to stick out from their competition by providing a superior product. The second point would probably be that, just give our entire system a try. So just by trying one component, by trying the trim or by trying the siding, it really doesn't get the full effect. So give our entire system a try on a job. You'll experience the difference. We like to say you'll do more in a day with Rigid Stack. That spline feature can definitely save you up to 22% of your labor savings. And that's huge when you look at today's market.
Yeah, that is huge.
Being able to produce or get more siding done, in a month, in a year, that provides more profitability to that business and provides more revenue dollars at the end of the year. The third thing I would say is that, Diamond Kote Building Products, we're not just here to sell material. We're here to provide a lasting value, and we're here to help with any technical questions. So we have product specialists that are out in the field that can assist on job sites. We have a full set of installation videos. We have written instructions, obviously. Check us out on YouTube. We break everything down to make it really simple. So we can also help with the homeowners. So, again, we know that contractors are busy. It's difficult for them to meet every want and need of a homeowner as they're selecting materials and selecting products. So we try to help ease some of that burden. We can provide those marketing materials directly to the homeowners, color samples, help with the color design or decisions in that. We have a color visualizer. So a lot of different things that we can do to assist that contractor through that entire process.
A big thank you to Andy Strey. Andy is the brand development manager for Diamond Kote Building Products, and you can have a look at all that they offer by going to their website. It is Diamond Kote with a K, Kote.com, diamondkote.com.
But For your convenience, we've posted all the information about our guests